Maintain your frame. Be ever vigilant. Exert your influence. Always be leading. These are 4 rules that King Paimon delivered to me as a suggestion to go through my practice with better results. Because with that type of mindset, it's not going to be so easy for distractions to infiltrate my thought process. Maintaining your frame means being in control of your state of mind at any given moment. That means paying attention to how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. Because if you let that slip, you're easily influenced by something else. So now all that energy that you gathered up, all that willpower you gathered up, it can be manipulated and used for someone else's benefit and not yours. And you've been cultivating all that energy to put towards your purpose. We can't afford to let any other person take that away from us. Be ever vigilant. That means pay attention. That means keep your eyes wide open. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your state of mind, to your psychology, to your biology. You know? Like, are you constantly fidgeting and, are you a leg shaker? Are you a finger tapper? Do you have nervous tics at all? Do you even know? Pay attention to yourself. Be ever vigilant. Try to see yourself from every perspective. Could there be something that you're overlooking about yourself that may be hindering you from having results? Exert your influence. Rule number 3. In everything that you do, you have to exert your influence. I mean, if you really want something, you're going to exert energy in order to get it. And if getting that thing means that you've got to be more strategic about your moves, then that means it's a full-time job. You've got to stay focused and make sure that everything you do is working towards your goal, is working towards manifesting that which you are seeking. Exert your influence. That also means not allowing someone else's influence to be your mission, There are some people who put their dreams on you, right? And now you're living their dream, and you've been tricked into thinking it's yours. A lot of time is wasted that way, I'm sure plenty of people out there like me have wasted years going to school for something they didn't really want to go to school for, right? That's an example of someone else exerting their influence over you. So in order for you to exert your influence, you have to first know what it is that you even want, right? You got to be clear with yourself. That goes back to being ever vigilant, having your eyes open on yourself, aware of whatever personality flaws or perspective flaws might be operating in your life. And the 4th rule, the 4th precept from King Paimon: always be leading. And that relates to the last rule as well. Always be leading. In any given situation, are you in control? Are you in control of yourself? Are you in control of your behavior, of your actions? Right? Or are you reacting to something? Because if you're reacting to something, you're not leading. If somebody knows how to press your buttons emotionally, They do something, and now you're doing something in response to that, right? That's not leading. Trying to impress somebody else, that's not leading. Trying to correct somebody else, that's not leading. Leading is knowing your purpose and doing your purpose, right? Gossip is not leading. Focus on somebody else's business, that's not leading. If you really, really want your goals and your dreams to come true, you've got to be focused on accomplishing them every day, every step of the way. You've got to have dedication, focus. You can't let other people, other things, other thoughts throw you off course. You got to commit yourself to it. Dealing with energies and dealing with spirits and all that stuff. One constant question comes up that I have to keep asking myself, to keep myself in check. Are you playing the game, or is the game playing you? Am I in control? Or is some spirit overriding me and influencing me? I have to always be in check. I have to always be on guard of my frame of mind to ensure that my will is my will and that I'm not letting it slip and letting other things influence me, right? Whenever fear starts to creep in, I have to stand firm and I have to commit to not taking action based on fear, ever. No matter how it looks, no matter if it's in my face with snarling teeth growling, I will not make a move based on fear, right? Even if every choice is a fear-based choice, then I'm not going to make a move. And what usually happens is it passes away. You got to take these 4 rules seriously, man. You got to stay in control of your mind, right? If you've done the work to erase the mind control, right? If you've done the work to separate from the illusion, right? Then you want to treasure and cherish what you have now, your new perspective. You got to stay on guard of it, because the game doesn't stop once you open your eyes. It keeps going. It just gets a little bit more difficult because the tactics change. That's why it's so important to know thyself, to know your energy, to research yourself, to find out who you are. Because if you don't, somewhere down the line on this journey, somebody else potentially can. And your weaknesses can be used against you. Especially if we're talking about spirits and that type of thing. A lot of people say, not a lot of people, but I've heard before, these spirits are much older than you. How can you think that you're wiser than them, or you can control them, or you can outsmart them? Well, what you have to understand, dear naysayer, is that I'm even older than them, right? Sure, not this body that I'm in, right? This body I'm in is only a few years old, sure. But the energy of who I am, the spirit of who I am, right? That's been here since the beginning of time. And anyone who has found themselves, who has found their energies, can see that what they are is bigger than themselves. What they truly are is bigger than this body that they're living in, or the role that they're currently playing. When you really see your light, you understand that you play a major role. Right? A major role in a grand story. So sure, your conscious memory might only remember the past few decades, but who you truly are is much older. And each one of these spirits are a part of me. right? I'm not a part of them. They're a part of me, which means that I'm older than them. I predate them. Even if we're just talking about this on a psychological level, right? All different thought forms originated from this mind, right? Any thought patterns, any personality idiosyncrasies, any habits, right? That's all within this mind. They're not outside of it. It's all perspective. Thank you for being a part of this movement towards awakening. People talk about reincarnation. I think right now is a time where a lot of old souls have returned. A lot of old souls have returned and are waking up. I think the world is changing in a positive direction. Yeah. Peace.